Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are back. It's been a few weeks, but we're here, and the Rangers are hopefully ready to fight up against the Machine Empire and their quadrifighters, because they're currently outnumbered, maybe 2 to 3 to 1. It's okay. Everything's fine. Before we start, let's do some introductions.
Hello there. I finally found my eyebrow hat, Michael, and I will be playing Peter, the White Ranger, and also Baby Dragon because he's a thing. Hi.
What's good? I'm Panic. I play Cal, the Purple Ranger, and we may be outnumbered, but we're never outgunned.
I mean, I don't know about that. I am also Michael, playing Sarah, the Pink Ranger, and can I get a Death Blossom upgrade on this?
I get that reference, which makes me feel old.
Hi, I'm Jay, and I will be playing Q, the Gold Ranger, who is slightly afflicted by phlegm still, and feels like he's not done this in about a month, and there's been a level up and doesn't know who he is anymore. Thank you.
It's all that food on Aquitar.
Too much fish.
Yeah.
So, a quick recap, because it has been a few weeks. The Rangers saved Aquitar from the Machine Empire, then had a bit of downtime in which they were able to explore the planet a little bit, meet with some of the people on the planet, and just kind of unwind from, not dying in massive chain of explosions that happened the week before. Explosions are bad.
Sorry about that.
Yep. They helped the Equatorian Rangers. They left the planet with a few people in tow on the Astor megaship. They're traveling with a couple of different aliens, taking them to Sirius. Unfortunately for the Rangers, because they are not aware of this in-game, though they are all aware of it out of game, one of the individuals that has, as Michael's glaring at me, one of the individuals that has booked passage, hitched a ride, is the Green Psycho Ranger, who's currently not looking very Green Psycho Rangery. But that can change. Because
I'm okay with that not changing.
As they arrive at Sirius, they find it under attack by the Psycho Rangers' mothership, bombarding the planet's shields to try and break through. Unfortunately for them, when we did roll some random dice to determine what's happening in space at the time, they also got ambushed. So as they as they come out of faster than light travel, orbiting Sirius, the Machine Empire joined them in the fight. Which brings us to today, now.
I mean, it's kind of tragic that I wasn't there because I have edge on skill tests to avoid traps and ambushes.
I think if I remember,
it wasn't even a skill test. I was told to roll a d6, and then Matt told me verbatim to get
Yeah, it's like roll a 6. If you want to, you can re-roll it. Okay, we'll re-roll it. Oh, that wasn't good.
Yeah.
So you,
Matt
as I
told me
said,
to hang up my dice.
You find yourself orbiting the planet Sirius itself, shrouded in a green shield that is shimmering from impacts from the Psycho Mothership's wide range of armaments. As the Machine Empire ship comes out of faster than light travel, not too far away, it just begins disgorging quadrifighters in number. I think we've got about a dozen quadrifighters on the map, and I did nicely put you guys on the map in your Zords, but because it is that time, initiative dice do need to be rolled.
I'm just going to clarify. Obviously, before boarding Zord and whatnot, it's morphing time, White Hydra Zero power, and I'm also going to spend an additional personal power. I'm going to place my hand on Baby Dragon, and the lights on him are going to turn from green to white, and he is going to morph as well. Because he can do that now.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, did you do any updated art for Baby Dragon?
No, not yet.
Okay, that's fine. I was just going to share it on the Twitch if you had. That was all.
Real talks, I have done a 4K version of him from the old artwork, but I accidentally fucked up the cut. Excuse me, I accidentally screwed up the colors on the layers, and all of the green ones are now on the line layer, so I couldn't just change it to white. And yeah, things and mistakes were made. I have to do it again.
It's all good. So, Baby Dragon is now morphed alongside Pete and gains the bonuses of its morphing time as well. So that's pretty cool.
All right. And if I recall correctly, we can play follow the leader on the Zord?
You can indeed.
So, yeah, let there be London.
Let there be London.
Let there
Let
be
there be
London.
the London look. Yeah. Power Rangers sponsored by whatever that.
Renegade Game Studios.
Vida also soon.
Yeah. And if you would like to buy any of the books, then we have an affiliate link. So Matt will paste that in the chat whilst I try and remember how I morph. Let there be thunder, lightning tail, dragon, electromagnetic, ninja power.
Let there be mouthful.
It's just a string of adjectives.
I'm seeing how many words I can add in before I have my own ad break. Yeah, and then I'll run to my whatever Zord I'm in today.
We tag that. We tag
Kitty Zord. No, not Kitty Zord. No, what Zords are we in, Matt?
You are the Kitty Zord.
I personally would recommend the Zeo Zords because they're the ones that fly in space.
Okay, then I'll be in Kitty Zeo Zord. Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah. Down in space. Thunderzords, right. So do we roll with our initiative or the Zord initiative?
Whichever is higher.
That'll probably be mine, I would imagine.
As long as you have a D4 in driving, you can roll with your initiative or that's the vehicle's initiative.
That is such a good change. I appreciate it so much. D4 for follow the leadies. Yes,
Who's
sir.
following me? 1, 2, 3 people are following me. So, yeah. And I have edge on these, I believe. Is that this character? Is that this character?
I believe it is.
Oh, well, we'll just say it is now.
I believe it is because it's the only one you had follow me on. So it's the only one it makes sense that you have.
There's no combat encounter, so I can't roll the dice.
I've done everything else. Come on, people.
I mean, I was distracting you quite heavily. I apologise.
To answer the question from chat, yep. Power Rangers Zords and the characters have separate character sheets. The Zords themselves, until recently, the Zords themselves used the driving skill or something relevant for how they're controlled for the Rangers. But there's been a few changes, it looks like, coming out soon that's going to make that a little bit different. But yep, Zords level up and build differently from the Rangers themselves.
I don't think that's the right crib sheet. I think that's what's tripping me over. No, it's not. Why do I still have that? I thought something was wrong.
You're very welcome. Any other questions, feel free to ask.
Yes, please ask questions, because I could do with a moment. I've even found my crib sheet of Zord combat upshifts. How handy. Right. Initiative is specialised, yes.
Yeah. Q good at this.
Well, I can't remember if I have edge, but I'm rolling it with edge anyway because Matt said so. Oh, that was not good.
Did you actually roll a... Oh, no, you rolled a 24. For a second then, I thought you'd rolled an 8. I was like...
No, my D20s were like an 8 and a 9. They were awful.
But that is a 24.
Am I going insane? I swear to God that one of those things you rolled was just a 20. Is that not what the anvil is? Am I crazy? Whatever.
Oh,
The amber was a
that's
D2, wasn't it?
right.
Yeah, the amber was a D2.
Okay, so which one of you's got the Astor megaship selected when they're typing?
That must be me. Yeah.
Fantastic. No, that's fine. It just means I know which one is which.
I also got a
selected.
23.
Yeah.
Nice.
Are we doing follow me, or are you rolling your own initiatives?
Well,
we did
everybody
follow
else
me.
has done follow
You
me.
can follow me.
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
You can do your own thing if you want. That's fine. Be a knob. I don't.
We got
No.
Be a knob.
I got a 2, so I got a 22. If
Oh, I've noticed something a little problematic, Matthew.
Yep.
I seem to be stapled to the Astor megaship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whilst
same.
you were sleeping.
I am still stapled. If you'll notice, when I move myself,
What about when I move you?
it does come with me everywhere. It is attached, even at far distance.
I think
I am still connected.
I'm also glued to it.
yeah,
Yeah. We got human centipeded to the Astor megaship.
Ew.
Okay, so the tokens on the map are having a bit of a funny. We started today, and essentially Foundry is just not working with us very well today. Yeah, Foundry said no, but we're going to roll with it because there's not much else we can do. I have no idea how your sheet or how your tokens become attached to the Astor Megaship's token.
What if you remove the Astor megaship from the map and then put it back?
The funny thing is, I've now got 3 Astor Megaships on my sheets on my screen from where it's been moved around so much. Let me delete it now.
And this
There we go.
combat's going to be
Right.
amazing because suddenly we have a fleet of Astor megaships.
Yeah.
It's great.
You may call me Commodore Q.
Okay. It's now gone on my screen at least, so try for me and see if you could move about okay.
Yeah, no,
Be a
yeah.
humidor.
Okay. And then let's
Yeah,
pop
good.
the Astor Megaship back on there, and hopefully everything's awesome and, nothing goes wrong.
Really like about there. Okay.
And its number was 18.
Thank you very much, because I'd forgotten.
Oh!
Yep, I need to shrink it.
19 for the megaship.
2, complete token.
It wouldn't be a game of Power Rangers if there wasn't
Okay,
a deck.
I'm no longer stapled to it. I don't know about everyone else.
I'm good.
I am safe.
Okay, with all of that...
19, Matt. 19.
Oh, 19. Somebody said 18.
I know it doesn't matter much, but...
Okay, with all of that technical difficulties now worked out, so I'm just glaring at the computer. Let's try this again. With Q always, as always, leading the initiative tracker because, Red Ranger or Red Ranger's follow me perk allows him to basically dominate that. Q, it's your turn first.
Oh. Okay, so options. So what's this green square here?
That is
Oh, that's
Michael's...
Don't worry, that's Michael's portable AoE.
Yeah, it's Michael's handy-dandy AoE token.
He keeps that with him so that he can always remember where to fire his AoE.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll ignore Michael's targeting reticle. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
There are 12 of them. There are 12 of them.
There's a bunch of bad guys.
Let me move said reticle right now.
I can't really remember.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
hello.
yeah, that's,
pornographic bot.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Get
Yeah.
out of here. This is 5 grown men playing Power Rangers. You are
Yeah,
in the wrong.
thanks, guys, but no thanks.
This bot is in the wrong chat.
You asked me earlier if I could
Go
move.
to Amaranth's
thing.
channel.
Oh wait, yeah, I'm good.
Not the call out.
Sorry, wielding the banana.
It should be gone.
Bong.
And Octon reported.
Fantastic, thank you.
PBR.
We haven't had one of those in a minute.
No, it threw me. I was
We've
like,
not been
there.
online for
No, but I mean, even when we were streaming like 3 times a week, like
Yeah, true.
unless
yeah.
there were a lot of bots on Sunday, I didn't know about.
Hands from the collective. No, also reported. Thank you, Haggis.
100%. We are in agreement with you.
Assisted summoning, combiner, Zio, sentience, martial control. I'm going to fire my impunity lasers. I guess at the nearest one to the north.
Okay.
Mac, what are you doing? I don't want the dictionary. Go away. Okay. Something is misset on my new Mac, so whenever I long click on something or click and press in, it opens the dictionary. That's really not helpful.
Okay then.
You wanted to look up Quadrifighter.
Yeah, so I'm going to target, and I click it and just press T. That one.
Matt, are we able to bring the board up for?
I'm just trying to get the map up onto Twitch. Unfortunately, every time I do at the moment, Google Chrome is having huge memory leaks and is pretty much crashing the stream.
Oh,
Technical issues.
Thank goodness.
It is unfortunately one of those days.
It wouldn't be a Twitch stream without Scuff. So
Right, upshift. What upshift I get? 0G is 1. Super Zero upgrade is 1. Aim, yeah, why not? 1. Lender System Zord is another 1. Does my ninja element carry through to using the Zord?
It would do, yep.
So
Oh,
how many
shit.
upshifts for electromagnetic?
Electromagnetic is 3.
So you're at auto crit, right? Like there's no way you're not.
I don't know. D4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Yeah, you are.
Oh.
2d8, 3d6, auto hit, auto crit.
3, 3, 6, auto hit.
You're at auto hit. And what about size difference? Are these things bigger than us?
They are the same size as you. There is that one thing.
Shame.
Do you make them bigger?
Could have made them. I could have done, but no.
and they're not grown, so there's no shift for that. Also, you're not doing energy.
Do I have anything else?
You'll have to deal with a measly auto hit.
Oh, I get edge because it's a speed skill. Does that count?
Yeah, it would indeed.
You could roll and crit fish. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, look, that's what I would be doing.
Are you specialized?
No.
Okay. You can spend a point of personal power to roll as though specialized, though.
Or even better, because, and this is for the chat as well, and I'm going to apologize to Shamba the Haggis, because this is another thing, unfortunately. Because we've now integrated the Energon and personal power rules, you can actually spend a point of personal power to gain an upshift.
Oh yeah.
So you could just go to auto crit.
No, I'll go
instead of rolling with specialization.
I'll go. Will I go specialization? Can I spend a story point for specialization?
You can not a story point. You can spend a story point to re-roll, or you can spend a personal power to roll with specialization.
Well, I'll spend a personal power to roll with specialization just because it's a shit ton of dice. So, and I'm rolling with edge. Yeah, because of
you've got edge in all the dice.
Yeah, basically, I'm crit fishing because I just wanna.
Instead of getting auto, you want to actually feel alive and roll the dice.
I actually want to do things, yeah. I've got these lovely dice. I should use them for something. Right, so let me work this out. So I need D4, D6, D8.
Oh, no, this is terrible.
What, D10, D12.
2 more D8, 3 more D6.
Okay, that's my single D8. My 2D8 of the gold red pair.
Edge is basically
Haggis, yeah.
You roll 2d20.
Yeah, 2d20 take the highest.
And then I'll use that and those for my 3d6.
12.
Right, let's see what happens.
2d8.
Man, thank God we didn't hear the sound of all those dice falling down the dice tower.
Did you
Could've
just
been
hear the sound of all those dice falling down?
No, we didn't. They were
I was going to say, I
silent.
didn't. Yeah.
Completely silent.
Well, basically, it's definitely a crit. I just need to work out how much of a crit.
You got to make sure it actually hit, and also if you doubled. Now, Haggis, you're completely fine. It is unfortunate that at the same time as this game got released, that vernacular started becoming what it was. Bye, Glass Knight. Have a good shift at work.
Have a good
Or at least
shift.
Try to.
Yeah,
There is no
Make an
such
attempt.
thing.
I mean,
Look, we can hope.
have a neutral work day.
Right, okay, so that is 7. That's a 12. That's a 10, 13. So that's more. So 13. Oh my god. 19. Critical 32.
Critical 32. Let me think. Do you hit with a critical 32? Not only do you hit, you only just miss a degree of success. Only just.
So 34 is the number to aim for.
34 for a degree of success is indeed the number to aim for. How much damage are you doing with your attack as a critical? I'm guessing somewhere in the region of 6?
Standard damage is 2.
Oh, 2, so 4.
Yeah.
You blow the quadrifier out of space as your weapons are turned on it, and as it comes closer, as it's flying towards you, hurtling through space towards you, it just takes this shot straight front and explodes.
The Kitty Zord in space kind of arches its back and then opens its mouth as if it's going to like yowl at it, and then instead 2 laser beams come off its ears.
The ears?
The ears,
Decoys, Lois, decoys.
Good lord.
I love that.
and just pew.
Okay. With Q's turn done, that is going to.
No,
Oh,
Q's going to move.
you're going to move as well. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm outraged.
That way. Just so that we're not in like a cluster for an AoE attack.
That does bring us to.
Take him out, guys.
It's me.
That
It's
does
me.
bring. Yeah, I thought so. That does bring us to Cal.
It's either you or me, yeah. So
It is. So each square is 15 feet.
Each square is 15 feet for this map. Yep.
So 1, 2. That gets me within 30 of this guy right here in the bottom. And I'm going to fire on him. I believe with my upshifts I am at auto hit, but that's without aiming or assistance. So let me just do a quick count. 0G is 1, upgraded Zord is 2, and then my Zord upgrades were both spent on giving me a driving upshift, so that's another 2. So that's 4 upshifts off bat. Aiming brings me to 5, and then assistance from the Zord brings me to 6 upshifts from a D6 in driving. That does it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That brings me to auto success. So I am in fact going to crit fish.
Please do.
Alrighty. We can still spend story points to re-roll ones, right?
Yep. Story
Alright.
point. Nothing's changed with that.
Then I will blow a story point to re-roll a 1. That's
Okay.
less bad, but still not optimal. Does you said 17 is the armor class, right? Or the,
17 is its evasion. Yep.
All right. Well, I have interesting news. I hit that off of my 3d6 alone. Got 2 6s and a 5, which is really great because when I rerolled the 1 I got on my d20, I got a 6. So so I do not get I'm nowhere near a degree of success.
But hey, at least you hit. Yeah, and crit. Yeah. I love that.
I did upgrade my damage to be 3 at base, so that's 6.
6 points of damage. As you fly in towards this additional quadrifier, as you're flying through space and fire at it, again, strikes like right in the center, blows it to just shrapnel that just continues to hurtle through space. It's going to be somebody's problem at some point, maybe, but not yours.
And then I have 2 more squares of movement. I wish I could attack twice, but I can't. So I'm just going
Believe me, yeah.
go down here. And I set 3 cards and end my turn.
There we go. There's the Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Okay, that brings us to Sarah.
Just wait till I flip my trap hole.
I bet you say that.
My life would be so much simpler if I did.
I might try that, actually. Maybe that's where we're going wrong.
Sorry.
I'm only at 3 upshifts. Which does not put me into auto hit even.
Remember, though, you can spend a point of personal power to get a single upshift.
Yeah. That's... We still have the problem where I can't sharpshooter in my Zord, and I'm still mad about it.
Davey, that's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I don't know what you want from me.
All right. Theoretically, these are linked to our Zords. Or we're linked. I should be able to roll me from you know what I mean. 3 upshifts. Oops, hold on, make sure where am I? We're gonna 15, 30, 45. That should put him in range. We're going for this guy. Pew, pew. Yeah. Did that work? That did not work. I mean, I guess it sort of worked. I still hit, but
you still hit and crit.
But they didn't. The upshifts didn't apply.
Yeah, there seems to be a bit of an issue with some of the upshifts at the moment, and we're not sure why, because they were all working. There's not been any upgrades to any of the modules, and they've stopped.
Well, that's 10 damage, so it's fine.
Is that it? Only 10 damage?
Only 10. Yeah.
Only 10 damage. You do, in fact, below... I'm not even say shrapnel. There's not a shrapnel. Yours is just vaporized. 10 damage. They had 4 health. Okay, people. 4 health. At this point, this thing is just gone.
Yeah. And then we're going to juke. 15, 30, 45. Because our Zords are smirked, can we free action move more?
You can't. It's still based on your free actions for that. They can lend assistance with their free actions, but that is it.
All right. So, all right. No free movements. Okay. I have the free actions for, but I don't think I can use them for Zord movement. So,
oh, sorry. Based on their, you get the free actions based on their speed, not your speed, but not the additional free actions from their smarts for movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'm done. I think. Yeah.
Hi.
Okay. Well, I think we know whose turn it is now because there's only one of you left. And of course, I'd never get to go first in the initiative order. So,
Well, you should have been a Red Ranger.
Peter, keep in mind we've all destroyed one robot.
Okay, cool.
So if you don't,
I'm aim for this one here, and I'm going to auto crit and do 6 damage.
Oh, sorry, they're immune to electromagnetic energy.
No, they're not, because Jay's already used it once.
They're not. I know. I just thought I'd throw that out there, just because
They are
picking
now.
on Michael's just my bread and butter.
They're immune to they're immune to Michael's damage.
I
Yeah.
really wanted to hold action and wait for them to like move in closer together, but I don't know if they're gonna move, so I don't want to waste my shit.
Okay. So was there one in particular you were aiming at, or do you want me to just remove the closest one on the map?
This one over here.
Can
If you
you
can see.
Okay.
that? What's the range on y'all's guns? Because
Yeah.
I mean, if
mine
my
is
I
mine
don't-
is
I
30,
check
60.
my range, but if it's not in range, I have 100 foot of movement. So I can get close enough to hit it.
He's gone. It's gone. It's blasted. And how much damage, out of curiosity, for yourself for the crit? Was it 6?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as this one flies towards you, because your missiles do pump out electromagnetic damage, what happens is the missile flies in, explodes, and a localized area of electromagnetic pulse just flashes through. It's caught in it, and its systems just shut down, and it just continues just hurtling through space on sheer momentum and inertia. Maybe someday it will wake up,
It went.
but for now it is very much defeated.
So, question about the enemies we're fighting before they get a turn to absolutely destroy us.
You're right.
Are these like ships piloted by members of the Machine Empire, or are these Machine Empire soldiers that are the size of ships? And that
It's a good question. So the quadrifighters are piloted by cogs.
Okay.
So they're robot ships piloted by robot soldiers.
Oh wait, so are the
Robot
ships
soldiers.
conscious in the same way
No,
the cogs are?
fortunately
Okay.
not.
They are vehicles.
Yes.
Okay.
Question: the electromagnetic.
But they do have the
is that-
advanced autopilot trait, so they can actually control themselves. They're just not as good at it.
The electromagnetic, did that kill the cogs too?
Oh, the cog also shut down as it's flying through space. The cog
Well,
and
I
the ship, the quadrifighter, are
Yeah.
both just shut down. Yep.
Awesome.
Okay.
Q is now the Gold Ranger.
So that does give us the Astor megaship's turn. I don't know if anybody within the Twitch chat can see the DDD dice, the extension, because it doesn't work on phones by the looks of it, only works on computers. So what I'm going to do, unless I see otherwise, is roll some dice for it.
No, wait. Wait, let us do it.
You know what? That's fair. Fair point. Okay, one of you
How do
guys
I-
can
what
roll
do
the
I-
dice for it.
What do I type in the Twitch chat to get it to roll? Like,
So it's not a Twitch chat. What there should be is, as an extension at the bottom left of the screen, you should see a set of black dice. And if you click on the D20 and the D8, it will roll a D20 and a D8.
interesting.
It's the first time we're trying it out today because, of course, I would do something stupid like introduce something like that
Okay,
in
I see
between
where it is.
a gap. But-
Matthew, why did the quadrifighters spend a story point?
They didn't. I just had them selected when I spent a story point.
I've hit the button.
Hilariously, you managed to
Two
roll
sixes.
2 6s.
It's 2 6s.
So as the quadrifighters are hurtling through space, as the Astor megaship is doing the same, as the Rangers
Why
are
did
taking
it
down
roll
quadrifighters, the weapons on the Astor megaship blast out just quite wide beams of energy that just miss everything in their path.
3 dimensions of space. Woo,
Yeah.
light.
See a quadrifighter just corkscrew around it, showing off.
Kyle, get it together. Get it together, man.
Poor Kyle. But that does bring us to the quadrifighter's turn, which is going to be me rolling some dice. How many quadrifighters we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 quadrifighters
Should be eight,
left.
right?
There's 4 of you. So we're going to do
Yeah, so,
top 2,
well, I mean, hold on.
2 at a time.
I would just like to point out Yes, it may break down to two each. I would like to point out
there's a lot of quadrifighters up near the Gold Ranger, isn't there?
Yep.
I
Well,
couldn't see two of them.
I couldn't see any of those guys when I moved that way.
Oh, man, if I had flown up there, I could have hit two.
That's why y'all
Okay.
gotta have the map zoomed out.
I
It's
thought
just-
I did.
Maybe they've got really low intelligence, so they can only move and then not move and shoot.
You
Maybe
wish.
they're buddies. Guys, maybe they're buddies. Maybe
Not
we're
again.
Level 2 again. Maybe we're level 2 again and they're buddies.
Let's get some dice rolled. We need to do 8 dice with 1 shift up. Let's see if the shift up's going to work. What do you reckon, people? And what we'll do is, in twos, literally, top 2 will target Q, second 2 will target Cal, third 2 will target Sarah, and the last 2 will target Pete, because that way it goes in initiative order as well. So it's nice and easy to track.
Is
I'm
their
okay
range
with
that
this
good?
because it's fair.
Their range is that good, and the fact that they can move. Yeah, their range is, yeah.
They're actual spaceships built for actual space.
I'm gonna say my
Son of
my
a...
long range is 120.
So we've got
I'm
Oh,
like,
thank God. One of those does miss.
a 7 and a 19 for Q.
The 19 makes it.
So the 19's going to hit for 2 points of damage.
Okay, does any of my gold stuff apply for this?
Unfortunately, not.
No.
The Gold Ranger leaps out of his Zord to take a Zord-sized
It just jumps out.
Window. Ching!
Just dies.
We're going to have a 23 and an 18 for Cal Zord.
The 23 hits.
So that's for 2 points of damage for Cal.
Roger.
A 14 and a 4 for Sarah's.
Zoom!
Yeah, Sarah's just like, doo-doo-doo. And a 21 and a 19 for Peter's.
They will hit.
Those
Can I,
robots taught me about barrel rolls.
can I spend a story point for the 19 to increase my toughness by 1?
Of course you can.
Cool, so only 1 hits.
Okay, so that'll be 1
I
hit for
saw
2 points of
those-
damage.
I saw those 2 bottom ones and I thought to myself, man, how is it that even when it's RNG based, Matt is still bullying British Michael?
And I called it before I even rolled the dice. It's not like I was like, oh, those 2 look like they're going to hit, so let's pick on Peter.
Yeah, no. Completely random chance. And you're still bullying Michael.
Right. But that does bring us to the top of round 2, which brings us back to Q, as the Quadrifighters and the Zords are just exchanging shots in the vastness of space. However, as this fight is going on, it is important to note that the Phantom Mothership is still pummeling Sirius's shields.
Psycho.
Yeah.
The Psycho Mothership, not the Phantom Mothership. The
Cassidy,
Psycho
Cassidy,
Mothership.
what are you doing?
Yeah, god damn it, Cassidy.
Phantom Ranger, what are you doing?
The planet stopped glowing. I'm sad.
That's probably a bad sign.
We don't have extra attack in the Zords, do we?
No.
You do
No,
not, unfortunately. And
Not
even
unless we
worse,
take it.
extra attack in the Zords only applies to melee attacks as written.
I hate
Amazing.
it. I hate it
You
so
cannot
much.
shoot a gun twice. This is... I have words about, but
Yeah. Same.
I'm going to take that last quadrifighter off the top corner.
get him.
So is the is the Psycho Mommy ship like off map somewhere?
The Psycho Mothership is on map, but it is so big that it's outside of this part of the three-dimensional
that-
cupscape of map.
Okay.
Is it that ball up there?
We're going to call it that ball up there, which was supposed to be another planet, but looks hideous. So
Truly, it looks like the space texture got replaced by the ground texture.
yeah, I screwed up badly. It was supposed to look like another planet, and it just doesn't work very well. But the Psycho Mothership, for the record, is of a scale that your Zords individually can't do anything to it.
But
That's the same as the Machine Empire mothership ship as well. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. I'm calling that.
all right. I won't Death Star the Psycho Mommy ship. Fine.
I mean, it might be fun.
Question: is the green glowy thing still meant to be there?
It is. I turned it off to see if it would help with the Google Chrome memory leak. It did not, and I just haven't turned it back on. If I'm honest with you.
Seriously, I'm not sponsored or nothing, but let me get you on the new hotness, like
I'm gonna have to try and see how Foundry works with
Opera.
yeah.
I'm quickly checking if I can re-roll a one. No. Okay, so that is only a 24.
Is it critical?
Yes.
45.
Critical 24. Anyone in particular you want to blow to smithereens?
You said the
Peter.
top.
No.
That got me.
Hey,
The top one that's nearest to me. This one.
Fantastic.
supposed to be buddies.
We're supposed to be best buddies.
That's my best friend, and I didn't even realize when he had been replaced.
These days, pal.
Well, he hadn't vanished. He was replaced with an angrier version of himself.
An angrier, hungrier version of him.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
look,
was just hungry.
Cal was preoccupied with his own thing. Cal is not in a position to help anyone. At least he wasn't.
Anything else from Q? Any movement or any shenanigans? Or are we going to
Like, when the only tell is that he's hungry, it was kind of hard to notice.
There were other things.
Eventually, maybe, but it was like at that point, it was like a slow burn, like, I don't know, Q's going through something, maybe?
I was busy trying to fight the moon.
There's also a lot
Can't
going
fight the moonlight.
on. Thanks, Leanne.
That's me done.
okay? That will then go down the initiative tracker to Cal.
All right, it's time to flip one of the cards I placed last turn. I set Dust Tornado, and I'm going to attack this guy. I'm going to move in so that I can actually attack him.
I would like to humbly request the two that my token thing is sitting over. He needs to move.
Are you laying claim?
Yes.
I'll allow it.
You're sending messages to the heads-up display with crosses through them. These are
Mine.
mine, Bagsy.
That is... What do these add up to?
I like how Panic disappears when he's counting the dice.
Critical 22.
Critical 22. Critical 22 is going to blow something to pieces. And I'm going to guess this one right here nearest you.
Yeah.
But thankfully, because I've just realised this one is in fact the initiative tracker one, I'm definitely not deleting that off the map. Which is the reason why we've got quadrifighters in the top right corner of the map for the players who can see them. Because knowing my luck, I would delete the one that is on the initiative tracker and forget the quadrifighter's turn. It has happened before.
15, 30,
Good news, guys.
60.
Are we live?
We've gone live.
For some reason, it's always
only with this
you.
channel,
Yeah.
by the way. Only with this. I get my Twitch notifications for the other channels I follow are all pristine. Like, they all happen right away.
75, 90. Okay, he's within. I don't even need to move. All right. So I'm going to shoot this one here.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it from my sheet. And let's see.
I'm just going to preemptively mark it off as destroyed because statistically speaking...
Most likely, yeah. But let's see. Let's see if the upshifts work here.
You don't even really need to get to auto crit. You kill them with your base damage.
That's true, but it's it's the thought that counts.
I'm with you. I'm not even going to...
Roll the 14.
If you miss, I am going to laugh because it never happens.
Start
14?
laughing.
You actually...
14. What can you re-roll in that?
You can re-roll the 2 though, can't you?
I can.
There's more.
Oh no! Right. So for the record, people in the chat, Sarah basically never misses.
Well, that's not completely true.
This is a travesty.
She's just rolled a 2 on the d20 and a 3 on the reroll of the d20. So I need to unmark that as destroyed. That was very preemptive. As you
did that.
Yeah, that was me. I jinxed it. As you fire at the quadrifighter, mimicking your corkscrew, it does the same thing. And just like flies around and is continuing to fly at you to the point where it is going to fly over you in an almost mocking cockpit to cockpit motion so it can look down at you. Not reminiscent from a certain movie.
Did the pony tech.
15, 30, 45, 60, 90. All right. That's my turn.
Okay. That will bring us to our White Ranger, Peter.
Q will come over comms and just go, Sarah, have you been watching Star Wars again?
Yeah. And?
Can you stop? Because you shouldn't be missing.
We rely on you, Sarah.
You're the sniper, not the stormtrooper.
Okay, that's just offensive.
Well, whilst this is going on, all anyone will hear is Peter over the comms going, mine, 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 and boom!
As you do the flyby and the missile goes off, presumably electromagnetic again for those free up shifts.
Yep.
That localized electromagnetic pulse once again washes over not one but 2 quadrifighters this time, and the quadrifighters already flying soar, and they're like ponderously close to touching, ponderously close to touching, ponderously close to touching, and just continue drifting off, almost like just like millimeters apart.
Can I fly past them fast enough for like the force of it to knock them into each other?
Nope. Because I'm cruel.
I wanted them to explode.
Oh, there we go. Okay. It is going to be my turn, I believe. The Astor Megaship's turn. So, people in chat, if you would like to roll a dice, 1d20 and 1d8, we'll see what the Astor Megaship might be able to blow up. Hopefully a little bit better than the last time.
Shoot her.
No pressure.
Okay, Kyle, this time aim.
Why are you telling me? I'm not there.
So, as the Astor Megaship flies through, it blasts away with its ion cannons twice more. And this time, unlike the last, they come closer.
Can we spend a story point to re-roll that D8?
Yeah, I'm 100% up for it. If you guys want to spend a story point.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
It just needs a 2. It just needs a 2.
I'm imagining Cal coming
Can you roll a d8 once again for me, please?
like, giving them some, or Sarah coming over comms, giving them some kind of guidance about realigning some kind of doohickey or thingamabob.
We just /R.
Yeah, like re-engage the servos.
Yeah, let's face it, you don't want me to roll it.
But is that the
audience
command? Is
Yeah,
it /R?
audience chat to roll a d8 for us, please.
Push that button.
F it up.
Fantastic.
Yes!
The ion cannon strikes one of the quadrifighters. It's closing in on the Astor Megaship, ready to fire, but vaporizes it. Just you don't see anything left of the quadrifighter.
How much damage does the Astor do?
More than.
Is Davey still here? I want to ask what the scoreboard looks like right now. He's not.
Okay.
Might be.
So that's the Astor's megaship's turn, which is going to bring us back to the quadrifighters, of which there are now only 3. Two.
Yes, Matthew, you move them quests together.
So we're going to have the first roll on Q, the second roll is going to be on the Astor megaship, and the third roll is going to be on Peter.
Rude.
In it.
You leave the Astor megaship alone. Oh, it's never gonna hit that.
No, like statistically speaking, the Astor megaship is fine. Okay.
Take all the upshifts you want. You're never hitting that.
I'm aware. Okay. It is extended 3.
Because of the size difference, can they do damage to Astor?
It would only be.
In fact, no, they can't. So they fire at the Astor megaship, and it's like scorches the hull, scorches the paintwork.
Davey.
But that is it.
You better adjust that scoreboard.
So, I rolled initiative instead of rolling targeting because today is one of those days. We're going to do a shift up. So top one for Q, bottom one for P. Let's have a look and see how this goes. We have got a 21 and a 21.
Oh God.
I call hacks.
Yeah, I also call hacks.
Is that 1 in 32,000?
I also call hacks. I managed to roll literally a 20 and a 1 and a 20 and a 1.
I think something's not working properly.
It did recognize them as 2 separate rolls, though. But if they hit, that will be 2 additional points of damage on each of you.
Got it.
Yeah, they hit. Somehow I'm tougher than my Zord.
As the quadrifighters continue flying around the Zords, like buzzing little insects, peppering away with their own ranged weapons.
Is that a 1 in 25 million chance of that happening?
The shield around Sirius is struck by another salvo of blasts by the Psycho mothership. You see it shimmer, fluctuate, and then go down.
Butts.
I may have accidentally made another thing.
The planet Sirius
Now there's a Venn diagram on the map.
is now unshielded.
Sweet. Yay!
But then that brings us to the top of round 3 with Q.
Oh, man.
Oh, GA.
What?
Oh, I thought you said, oh, Matt. I was like, oh, Jay.
No, I said, oh, man.
Oh, okay, sorry. I need to get my ears tested.
So the Psycho mothership, we're clearly no threat to. So going after it's probably not going to be a good idea. Would that
Not
be
like this.
We can send the Astor megaship.
Wouldn't advise not civilians, but civilians on board.
So
They'll be fine.
judging by its dimensions, sorry, brain's gone on hiatus. If we megaformed, would we be
You would be able to fight it in your megaform, yes.
okay?
Is there the Machine Empire mothership we've got to take care of as well, though?
There is a Machine Empire mothership. It is out of the map because, I'll be honest with you, I tried drawing a token for it and it went horribly wrong. But it's within shooting distance. So you are surrounded between a rock and a hard place with Sirius kind of in the middle.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Sirius's
send
shield
me-
has just gone down. Yeah.
You
Mm-hmm.
have to send the Astor megaship after one of them. Like,
Yeah.
Ain't got no choice.
When it's got to be the Psycho Mommy ship. Like you got to pull aggro off the planet.
Can you please stop calling it the Psycho Mummy ship?
Since you asked nicely, I guess.
Okay, over comms, you will say, guys, we need to protect Sirius. We need to take on the Psycho Mummy
Yeah.
ship. Astor, can you deal
Don't
with the
call
last
it that.
I
That's
just
Cal.
did.
That's Cal. That is Cal saying that to Q, who called it that.
You throw me now. Astor. It is the Astor mothership. No,
The Psycho Mothership. The Astor Megaship.
Astor Megaship. Yeah.
Astor Mummy Ship.
Stop.
I'm just going to call it the Megaship.
Called Tor.
Yeah. Whatever you call our big ship. Are you going to be okay to clear the last quadrifighters whilst we take on?
Also, that's yeah.
You get a response from Kyle, and as you look, he's in fact morphed. Why he feels the need to be morphed inside the Astor Megaship, who knows? But this is Kyle, and he's only just found out he could do this.
Hold on, don't give him shit for that. We're all morphed inside our Zords.
But this isn't his Zord.
Maybe not, but it's a spaceship.
Fair point. He looks across at you and just nods before saying, yeah, we should be able to take these things. I'm getting used to the controls. I hear that last one.
We've been through this. Should is not the answer.
We can take care of this.
Excellent. Okay. Rangers, it's Megazord time.
Zero Megazord power now.
And we're sold on calling it that.
And we could just call him Nancy.
We need Megazeo Nancy power now.
Honestly, the fact that you said that one with more confidence makes me like it more.
We need the Mega Mate.
Okay, roll
Right.
initiative for the Megazord for me.
Let's do it.
Will
Don't
use
worry, guys. I got this.
it will use the lowest of your initiative scores
Oh, we have to roll our own initiatives for it.
for the
I was just
Zord itself.
I was just gonna roll its initiative.
Do we
Nope,
roll
so that'll be
our
the
own
lowest
initiative?
of your individual Zord's initiative scores.
But
Okay, so we
I
use
think
our
it's already
Zords
on. Yeah, D6. I'm
D6 it should be, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I use my once per scene thing to give me? No, that would only work on one thing. I can do something that gives me an upshift in initiative.
do I roll with my normal initiative, my Q initiative, or my Zord?
No, so we just need one lot of initiative for the
Guys,
Megazord
don't worry.
with a
Don't
D6.
worry. I've got this.
Just a
Here we
bunch of
go.
D6 initiatives. Right.
Let's go.
He does in fact have this because he did roll an
Oh, that-
18. Okay, so we've got the Zero Megazord in at 18. I'm going to take some combatants off the battlefield because they're no longer needed. Okay, so it's the Astor Megaship's turn first. If there's anybody in chat who'd like to make a dice roll for us, please
I will
do.
say, if the Twitch dice bot rolls one more set of ones on the D8, then I'm calling it a hacker. Like, it's cheating.
The Twitch dice bot is cheating. 1d20 and 1d8 again, please.
Also, at some point, we got to figure out why it double rolls whenever you click it.
Yeah.
once.
I think it's probably in
Megazord chooses
case
any of its participants
rolling.
types to use when it okay.
Luckily, it's the same number every time.
Something's not right here. Because that was 2 14s and 2 6s.
No, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
so-
saying. It's the same. It's rolling one dice, just displaying it twice.
No, but it's the fact that we've had 2 14s and 2 6s, and Matt independently rolled 2 20s and 2 1s.
We do seem to be having some sort of issue with the dice roller. But it's fine. Everything is awesome
It's fine.
because
We'll keep going with
it's
it.
working in your favour at the moment because the Astor Megaship does blow out of the sky or out of space. Another one of the quadrifighters, its ion cannon is just vaporizing it.
Good job, Kyle.
You don't even see anything left behind. There's no shrapnel, there's no nothing. It's just gone. Where it was, there's an
Oh my-
empty void in space.
Like an anime vaporization. Just like
Exactly like an anime vaporization.
He makes the exact same face Frieza made.
That will bring us to the Zeo Megazord, though. You will gain a single upshift against the Machine Empire mothership.
How about no?
Don't we get one for aim and one for lend assistance from the Zords?
Yeah, I meant one for the size difference.
Size difference, yeah.
Oh, and a size difference.
Yeah.
So we have 3 in total.
3 upshifts, and I need group skill checks. So we need rolls from
do any of
all
our
of
parts
you.
give us upshifts?
And we still get Sentience, Super Zeo, right? We should, I think. So we should be at a base 4 if we're aiming, if we're shooting.
Which I'm assuming you are. And to be fair, if you're shooting, you're probably using the electromagnetic rounds from
Peter.
the cluster missiles, I'm guessing. So that's another 3 upshifts.
Yeah.
We've got our which would put me at auto crit for Marlon.
But should we roll our enhanced, like our void stuff first?
Oh,
So
yeah,
you-
open with the I-beams. Yeah.
You don't get the enhanced range attack from the Phantom ship because Wanda is currently...
We have that on the Megazord. Enhanced range attack is the attack.
Yeah, but from you get that from Wanda.
That's core, whatever.
Yeah.
It's whatever core the Phantom ship is.
So
You get the enhanced melee from me, but
All right. So in that case, the attack we either want to use my 5 damage base attack or the what is the damage on your electromagnetic?
auto crit, so 6.
Okay, but so we could do 6 or 10 likely. So
But don't we all have to roll?
we all have to roll, yeah. So that's 1 auto crit from you, and then the rest of us would also have to hit to get 6. But if one of us crits with my attack, we do 10. So
Matt, should the Void Eye Beams be running with athletics?
No.
no, it's because at the moment at least...
Yeah.
At the moment, at least, there's no way to link the driving skill, like your individual skills, to the Zord or the Megazord. That is coming in one of the new updates for the Foundry module that they're working on at the moment. So it will roll your driving skill.
And presumably, we need to move also.
Yeah. Just move in the direction of all the dead bots. That's where it is.
Yeah.
Put us
I mean,
between-
what range do you have, out of curiosity, for either of your attacks? Is it 100 or something? 100th foot by default?
120 for mine. Because we don't.
Yeah, 100, I
Yeah.
think, for mine.
You will be in range with just a move action.
I'm not gonna. Do we all get the electromagnetic upshifts if we fire Peterson?
Yeah, if you're firing Peter's weapon, you all get the upshifts from it because it's the same weapon you're firing.
Which would put me in.
That'll get me to auto hit.
So that's auto crit and an additional success. So literally only one of you needs to roll a success in addition to that for it to...
So what am I rolling and what are my upshifts?
It'll be driving, and I think upshifts is 7.
No, because we have aim, sentience, size difference, right?
Yep, 3.
Oh, and then 3, so 6.
Yeah, 6 upshifts.
I was 1 off. My apologies, peoples.
6.
You're good.
Right. 4.
Do we not get?
D8, D10, D12. 2D8.
You get one for Super Zero as well, or for 0G. So it is 7.
We do?
Yeah.
Then I'm at auto crit too.
Yeah.
I'm at also hit.
Oh, so yeah, with the electromagnetic, you just
If we fire
hit.
the electromagnetic, it's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Because if I'm at 7, I'm also definitely an auto crit. Like 10, 12, 2d8, 3d6. Yeah.
So that's 3 auto
yeah.
crit and auto hit.
Yeah. So 6 damage.
Yeah, I don't want to roll dice against this thing.
I will just, if we can just pause for a second, because we don't megaform often.
Yep.
For the benefit of those who are not in on the joke, scoop, As the Zords come together, Q's panther becomes the body. Sarah's, what's yours?
Sarah's is the
They're
head.
all spaceships. They're
Yours
all
all
spaceships.
is.
They aren't like creatures. They're all spaceships.
I'm like the head and the wings.
Yeah,
The funny part is that you've only got one arm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, because they combine in different ways, so they don't always have to combine the same way.
No. We've agreed. Okay, Jay and I have come to the same conclusion here. The funny part is your Megazord has formed, and because you're missing Wanda, Cassidy's
There's
Phantom
an
ship,
arm. Yeah.
you've only got one arm. Okay,
If
I
you
wasn't going to say
transport-
it, but Jay saw it and came to the same conclusion as I did.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cal is a leg, Peter's a leg.
you're not quite harmless, but you are armless.
armless. Yeah.
Ba-dum.
Sarah's a head. Then we have. Maybe we have the arm mounted like on the top of the head or something instead. It's just in a really weird place.
I'll
But
form
we're
the
triangular.
head.
We have like a leg, and an arm just stuck out.
What we will say is, as through sheer virtue of how many crits you would get from this, we're not going to drag this out longer than it needs to be, because at this point it's just going to be a case of it shoots you, you crit it, it shoots you, you crit it. You exchange blows, and the first lot of missiles that strike and hit the Machine Empire mothership just.
Psycho. We were fighting Psycho.
Oh, were you fighting the Psycho?
Yeah.
I mean, I was under
My
the assumption
apologies.
the Machine Empire was going for us. The
Yeah.
Psychos are trying to blow up the
Oh.
planet. We need
So the
that
first lot of missiles you fire at the Psycho mothership then hit the actual Psycho mothership, and then the explosion of electromagnetic energy begins to wash through it, and you can see in real time as it's just surrounding the ship. And at the same point, you see what appears to be several missiles fired out from the Psycho mothership towards Sirius. Make me an alertness check with your own alertness skill dice, please.
If I say what I would automatically assume they are, do I even have to roll?
We'll say you don't have to roll to say it, but to know it, yes.
Drop pods.
Yeah. Ba 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 ba.
Gosh darn it.
Is a
Would it-
17 enough?
A 17 is enough, because what you see
Yeah,
then
drop pods.
is not necessarily drop pods, because you see the individual colours of Psycho
Oh, they
Blue,
just-
red,
they just-
black, pink, and yellow
They
hurtling
just fired
towards the planet.
themselves.
Can we intercept them?
Would this be a good time to mention that I installed a short-range teleportation array on the Astor? We can teleport down to the surface.
Well,
We're
let's
gonna
finish that
need-
first.
We're gonna need the Zord. So on the way down, we blow up their ship, and then it's fine.
How
We don't-
close
we-
are they going to be passing to us?
They
Yoink! Where do you think you're going,
Did you
sunshine?
just slap them? Yeah.
probably hundreds of feet tactically, but when we're talking like real space, like teeny tiny little dots that are flying through space at a speed that
Yeah, there's still.
Yeah.
I think the ship is between us and everything. I'd imagine,
unfortunately, I see where you were going with that, but no,
Can we
they
detonate
fly
one of the
down towards the
BMP
ship.
Rockets in their path.
You could, but they're not robots.
I mean,
So
can
I
always-
think that comes with 2 downshifts,
Yeah.
3 down.
3 downshifts. Yeah.
I can always change the damage type to electric instead.
Can
Guys,
we do that
let's-
on our Zords?
Let's
Yeah,
focus.
a
We have
missile.
another mothership to destroy.
No, we just chase them down, and as we're rolling, we blow up their ship so they can't leave. We don't give them an escape.
Oh yeah, wait. Can we send a message
Well-
down to the people of Sirius?
Yeah.
Hang on, sorry, which ship did they come from?
Psycho.
The
Psycho
Psycho mothership.
Yeah, we're probably And our electromagnetic damage didn't do anything to the Psycho Mothership.
It's shut it down. Like, you saw the electromagnetic wave rushing through it and lights turning off as it's engulfing the ship, but they were fired out at the same instant. So they've gone hurtling down towards the planet.
Sorry, when you said
the ship has shut down.
You meant they're shutting that shit down.
Oh, no, the ship is shut down. The Psycho Mothership is just floating through space.
Jay, how hip do you think Matt is?
Not hip at all.
Shut that shit down.
Not hip at all. For the record, people, I am 0 hip.
The only hip I am is replacement.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, especially after today.
God, imagine being old. Anyway.
I think
Not that far
fire
from me.
Cal out of the caverns.
with the Psycho Mothership,
The funny thing is, I think Cal is the oldest member of the team, but I am by far the youngest in
He
this
is.
call.
with the Psycho Mothership, for all intents and purposes, defeated, with the Astor megaship destroying the remaining quadrifighters, and with the very fact that you are going to auto crit against the Machine Empire ship, I think narratively, between the Megazord and Astor's ship, you wipe out what remaining forces are left. You see the mothership from the Machine Empire just floating lazily through space.
Thank you for the
As-
subscription.
Thank you very much. Floating lazily through space as it's being defeated, but with electromagnetic damage, so it's just like drifting alongside some of the quadrifighters that have also hit the same snag in combat with you guys.
Can we just fire some missiles at their shutdown shit? Like, just blow them up
Ooh.
extra?
I mean,
It's like,
yeah, 100%.
We've shut them down, but let's kill them.
Destroy that ship. They can't leave.
You
I
see,
just don't want them repairing it. I just don't want them repairing it.
it's fair. It is fair. It was going to be something that was going to happen otherwise. I'm not going to lie.
We don't gotta vaporize it, but we need to make it so that it actually can't be fixed. Like,
Explosive cluster missiles fly from that.
we need to turn it into a Hulk.
It is peppered with cluster missiles that just detonate sections of the ship. The engines aren't so much destroyed as no longer attached and spiraling off into the distance in a completely different trajectory.
If you could see Pete in his cockpit right now, he's like laying like across the console, just like, I love you, Zord.
Peter, that's inappropriate.
Peter, you can French the Zord later. Right now there are psychos on Sirius.
This is serious.
If there was atmosphere, if there were atmosphere in the Machine Empire ship, it would be venting. It is that just peppered with holes in its hull.
The Machine Empire is venting? It's kind of sus. Alright, I'll shut up forever now. We can continue.
As you head down to Sirius, with the shield now down, with the Psycho Mothership no longer firing at the planet, you get a communication from Anubis Kruger, who you all know. It's been a little while since you last saw him. And in fact, the last time you saw him, you were dropping him off on Planet Bob as you made rendezvous with... Yeah, no, we called it Planet Bob. As you made rendezvous with Zordon and the Omega Rangers.
And we were all different colours.
You were all different colours. Every one of you was a different spectrum.
I've got a new wardrobe.
Yep.
Everything's changed. There's more of us now as well.
Kruger's face appears before you, long canine snout, and he looks across at all of you in your morphed forms, in your helmets, and you see a frown cross his face in lack of recognition. And then he just nods his head and just, yes, Zordon did tell me that there was colour changes amongst you all. Rangers, I'm sorry, there is no time for formalities or politeness. As you saw, the shields have been taken down around Sirius, and the psychos are on the planet. They have already crashed through the prison on Sirius. and they're rampaging through it as we speak. We need
Okay.
reinforcements.
Where do you
Let's
want
get
it?
He sends you coordinates for. You see a building, and based on what he said, the prison, you're expecting something big, something with lots of rooms, or just something that looks like a prison.
Something that someone could ostensibly rampage through.
Yeah. Instead, what you see is something that looks more like a large vault.
Ooh. Can I make a technology check? Do I recognize?
You can make a technology check.
Yeah, I'm going to use my once per scene thing to roll with edge
Okay.
because it's not grid tech, is it?
It's not grid tech. No, it's more Xenotech.
Cool. I'm going to use my once per scene to roll with edge, and then I'm going to use a point of personal power to roll specialized.
Tell us what you get.
They go in. A critical 14, apparently.
You, looking at the vault, you're able to put 2 and 2 together. You'd spoken to Kruger on the trip from Earth to Bob, at that point unnamed Bob, and he'd spoken to you about a technology that Space Patrol Delta had been working on, incarcerating all of these aliens, all of these fighters for the United Alliance of Evil was going to be too difficult. So they built something that enabled them to transfer them into data onto cards, essentially. And based upon that, the vault that you can see is being destroyed is what you are.
How many
Looking at-
prisoners could there possibly be in there?
Hundreds of thousands.
Cool. Guys, this really isn't good. Long story short, there could be hundreds of thousands of prisoners in there.
What? It's not that building can hold 4 people.
Yeah, again, no time to explain now. We'll explain later, but we need to get there now.
What is this? A prison for ants?
I'm already in there. I'm already in there. I also want to summon my power weapon so that I can big arm things.
As you come to a landing towards the surface, or towards where this vault, this prison is, you see that the psychos have just torn through it. There's just sections of the building have been ripped off. You see members of Space Patrol Delta, just regular officers, just strewn about where they've been knocked unconscious, thrown aside. They didn't stop to fight. They just destroyed everything that was in their path.
As we land and pop out of the ship, people notice a heads up display, message come up from Ninja, and on his wrist will form a secondary sort of morpher, and instantly I will spend 2 personal power and I will summon my Power Wing Battleizer. Guys, we got new toys.
Do we all have that?
Yes.
Oh. Hold on.
I don't remember where we put it. Is it in
Ah, there it is.
In effect.
Oh yes, because oh god, I remember this. We couldn't.
Yep. So
turn it on. Yeah.
For anybody and everybody watching, they have a battleizer now.
Bitch, I can fly.
Yes, in fact, he can fly. Because they gain an aerial speed, they gain a bonus to their evasion and toughness defenses. They can fly.
I so wish I could equip this to Baby Dragon.
Make me alertness checks
Did that cost us 2
yeah.
power points?
to summon it. Yep.
It's
But it
just
also,
one, isn't it?
Is
but
it
it
one?
gives, but it
I thought
also
you said
gives
2.
us power or something.
Your total power should already be
It
increased.
immediately gives you 2. After summoning it, it gives you 2 more. It gives you 2. It gives you 2 personal power or something. It gives you a personal power, so it only costs 1. It offsets its cost, I think. That was the whole point of it.
Yeah.
But it
So,
permanently increases your cap by 2.
and it costs 1 to summon.
Mhm.
How are those alertness checks? Let's have a look and see what these dice are doing.
Yeah, alertness check. I didn't roll that.
No, it's okay.
21.
21 for Cal.
Would this technically be a new scene now that we're on planet?
It would be a new scene, so you will have you'll have story points again.
Oh, I just meant to roll it with edge.
That same check that you rolled before would have been in this scene.
In this scene, yeah. Cool.
That's actually a critical 11, but it's still an 11.
16
So-
for Q.
A 21, a 16, a critical 11, and a 13 for Peter. For Q and Cal, you see that where the building's been destroyed, there are 5 clear paths verging off in 5 different directions through the city. You see debris scattered about where they've just torn through it and kept running. And you also see Kruger come running towards the building. He's morphed. He has a sword in his hand that you've seen before.
Where did your nose go?
It's a very good question. It's a very good question.
Okay.
He sort of comes to a halt and sees you all. He looks at the building and instantly you see his shoulders drop and slump. His entire bearing just shows disappointment and frustration, not at you, just at the situation that he finds himself in. And then he walks over towards the vault, brings up a computer screen, and begins tapping through to see who is still left and who's escaped.
Can Peter run over and assist with this?
Yeah?
Technology.
I feel like in this moment, Cal would start making his way down one of the paths of destruction. He's like, look, he can't help with technology. He can help with cracking heads. That's all he's good for.
I'll back up Cal.
Would this be good tech?
It would be Xenotech still.
Cool. Can I summon my grid weapon first and then assist?
Yeah.
Cool. That gives me specialization.
Sarah, how's your movement?
A lot.
30.
I actually walk faster than I fly.
Same, which is although I technically leap faster than I fly.
Well, yeah, your leaping is stupid. I can't do that. But yeah.
I mean, that's what I was gonna look. I have 6 arms. I can just pick you up and we can go.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah,
Flaming away.
Cal is gonna turn to Peter, and I don't. What's Q doing?
I don't know.
And then,
Waiting to find out.
Cal is going to turn to Peter and Q and be like, "We're gonna try and mitigate some of the damage and go after one of them in the city. Good luck." And then he's going to pick Sarah up in one of his back arms and launch himself in the direction of the psychos.
And no, when you pick me up, I'll do the pick me away.
Yeah, no, one of the arms on my back, one of the arms, the set of arms that comes out of my shoulders rotates down very unnaturally to pick you up in a princess carry, but on my back as opposed to in my front.
As this happens, as you take off, Peter summons another screen up and begins flicking through data next to Kruger. And as you're flicking through all of this information, you come across names that are just scrolled in red. And Kruger does acknowledge your presence by just saying, those are the ones that are no longer imprisoned here.
As in they've escaped or they're dead?
Escaped. Those are the ones that the psychos have managed to grab hold of.
Can we tell if they're still in their capture cards for now, or if the capture cards have been deactivated?
No way of knowing.
Even with a 30?
Even with a 30.
How common is this technology? How easy is it for them to release them from a capture card? That's Q asking Kruger.
Kruger,
You're good.
you see his shoulders slump once again. This time, he looks very crestfallen. He looks like he doesn't want to answer the question at first, and then admits that as difficult as it would be, one of the individuals that these psychos have been running around with, Ecliptor, he is more than capable of breaking the technology himself.
That's a new name. Do you have any more of the capture devices?
We do. We was preparing them to send out to other Space Patrol Delta officers across the galaxy. And I'm sure we can spare enough for you to take with you in order to try and imprison anybody you do come across. And he begins flicking through the names with Peter, just trying to sort of highlight any that look particularly dangerous. And as he's scrolling through, he sort of sends information towards the Rangers, all of the Rangers, and to the Astor ship. And there's several that he highlights. He highlights Doc Onda and just shakes his head and says, "We only recently captured him as it stands." He highlights Dane, who appears to be Syrian, like Kruger.
In game, have we heard Dane come up already?
Not to the best of my memory.
I wasn't sure if we heard his name before or not.
Great.
He
Booby?
he highlights Garrison Vox and Elgar, and then he stops. And he looks at the screen. And though you can't see his face, you can almost feel the sheer terror radiating off of him.
Oh, that's not a good pose.
And he sends all of you a image. He sends all of you a transmission. And all you see is a man. His skin is purple, not particularly imposing. A smile upon his face that could only be called cruel.
Purple man.
And the name that comes up is Ivan.
Oh, you son.
The ooze is back.
That's old news.
Wait, this guy's name is really Ooze? Like, for real?
If you could see the expression on Kruger's entire being right now, you wouldn't be cracking jokes. This is serious.
No, this is serious.
We're on Sirius. The
I
situation.
knew that was coming.
We're on Sirius. The situation is dire.
Kruger taps into your communicators and just says to all of you, if you can find these cards, you need to take them now.
I mean, we're
Working on
following
it.
the path of devastation, like, and their ship, they can't leave unless they got someone picking them up. They're here somewhere.
Can we get in contact with the megaship and say, "Hey, watch for incoming transport," and alert us if one does show up?
Make me a technology check.
Son of a bitch!
I will land assist. No, you've sodded off, haven't you? I will not.
I'm
I will
not
say-
here.
Over the communicators, you can help, but only by providing an upshift.
I have technology. I could lend us like.
mean, I
Guys,
have
someone
started-
else should be doing this.
No, you spoke. You're
I
doing
mean,
your
like,
idea.
as a group, you can definitely communicate with one another, and
Like, are we
one
having
person
trouble
can
getting
take.
hold of the ship again already?
Bear with me.
Peter, try to get in contact with the megaship and tell them to watch for incoming transport.
Many dice. Go, go, go. Critical
At
28.
least a 28, yeah.
When you try to get in touch with the megaship, you find that it's not receiving messages. Like, nobody on the other end is essentially answering the phone.
Oh,
You're able to, with your dice roll, you're able to patch in and override it so that you've got like an open mic. You hear screaming.
And teleport.
You hear screaming through the ship. And just explosions from insides.
Can everyone hear this over comms?
yeah.
You can patch us in, yeah.
Damn
What
it!
is what's happening?
Kyle got his self caught in his fly again.
Q, buddy, this doesn't sound good.
No. Back in the ship. Come on. No, you teleport. I'll grab the ship.
Cool. And I will grab onto Baby Dragon and teleport back to the Astor.
I will run back to the. Is it still in mega form? Can I pilot it on my own?
I
I
kind of
one would
assumed
assume
you
the
made
Zords
it
are
in
split.
form, yeah.
Yeah, flew in individual ships was my assumption.
Okay.
But
Then I will get back into Zero Panther Zord and off I pop.
All right.
My Lord will follow with its intelligence.
whilst this is happening, can Cal and or Sarah, as in you both can roll, one of you can roll your choice, either a survival would be the skill to use. You're tracking these psychos through the path of destruction, and psycho would be the skill. Survival would be the skill to use. If there's something else
Survival
you
with a
can think of,
specialization in Psycho?
survival with a specialization in psycho. I have two specializations in psycho.
I
but-
have survival. I don't. Can
I have everything. So
Damn, all right. I mean, look, my survival's not good, so if I can just provide
I mean-
assistance and give you an upshift,
I have a D2.
same. All right, so there's two rolls are better than none. So like,
I mean, if you want, can I argue for alertness?
I would say you can use alertness, but with
snag.
I would say with snag, because the path of destruction is just where they're tearing through the city. Even in their, they don't appear to be in their monster form, but where they're tearing
Probably
through the
still
city,
important.
it is still a significant amount of damage.
Yeah,
And as you're flying through the city, you're seeing people knocked down, you're seeing vehicles on their, like, overturned.
All right, so Matt, if this doesn't work, I was never gonna get it anyway. That's a 22.
Nice. When these people get knocked down, do they get up again?
I mean, look, you're never gonna keep them down. take a whiskey drink, then take a vodka
Snag.
drink.
Go. Come on, baby.
That's still good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Critical 20 and a 22. Yeah.
And I can. Let's see.
How do they remember the better times? Basically, by going to therapy at this point in time, I think.
That's a 21 and a 22, and the 21 is critical.
You're able to follow the path of destruction through the city as you're hustling, as you're making speed, even as Pete and Q
I would
are
like to say that
racing off.
The way Cal's updated Super Leap works is that he takes his second pair of arms and slams them into the ground to exude force. He's just blasting off by hitting the ground.
As you're tracking them down, you're coming across less and less destruction, finding it more difficult to follow the path, though you are still doing so in what appears to be the correct track, because you are still finding debris, you're still finding the odd person knocked over.
As we're bumping around, I'm just gonna to Kruger and everyone at large, but specifically towards him. What happens if we just destroy these cards?
Does the prisoner die?
If you destroy them?
Yeah. Rather than let them be taken. If it should be necessary, if we destroy a card, does the Uzi McDude guy pop out? Or what?
I don't know. They never thought to destroy one.
To be fair, yeah, this is on open mic. You guys can hear us.
I would say if destroying them would free them, if the psychos knew that, they would have just freed everybody already. Kruger, have any of the cards still remaining in the prison been destroyed in the attack?
Also, it makes sense that you never thought to destroy them. That's in terms of inhumane punishment, that's gotta be up there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
He looks away for a moment. He's off of comms for probably about 30 seconds as he's sort of searching through the debris. And then you hear him surprised, you hear him sort of startled, and just says, "One of them has been destroyed. I found it in 2 pieces. Unless they're free, unless they're somewhere on the planet with the psychos, it does look like destroying them is enough to prevent them from escaping, though what it means for them inside."
Well, it's good to know. It's good to know there's a nuclear option.
Yeah.
I would rather that you didn't consider that a nuclear option.
Well, I mean, if these things are that terrifying, and if the psychos are about to get away, and I mean,
we are not murderers.
Yeah, if Kruger and the rest of SPD decided the best course of action was to imprison them, our best case is to try and get the cards back and recapture anyone that's gone.
Would be ideal, yeah.
Are we able to, because Kruger was supplying us with, have we been given the capture devices?
I mean, me and Sarah haven't.
No.
We left.
Yeah, I would say.
We left before that was discovered.
I was going to say, are we able to, if they could spend story point to retrieve.
I'm not teleported, so I could always teleport down and back.
I'm going to leave it up to you two, for Peter and Q, whether or not you grabbed anything off of Kruger before you left.
If he gave us the thing,
he did say they did have some to spare, so it's whether or not you thought to stop and grab them before you rushed off.
Then I'll take one. If not, then I don't have.
With this news, as Cal and Sarah are looking through the city, as the path of destruction suddenly comes to an end. You find yourself in a bit of like a market stall almost. There's a fountain off in the distance. There's shops open. You see people milling about. What you don't see is a Psycho Ranger. You see Syrians, you see different aliens from planets that you don't know of. You see even a couple of Equitarians in different manner of dress. There's an individual speaking in a language that your morpher just translates into them being from a planet called Miranoi.
I mean, we don't know what they look like when they're not.
What does the person from Miranoi look like?
Uh,
A little bit short, kind of bulky, muscly. Other than that, kind of nondescript. He's just hoisting some shopping that he's purchased, going about his business. It was the only other planet I could think of the name of.
Okay, I was just thinking.
If we wanted to try, like, locate grid energy, what would we be rolling for that?
Technology.
Yeah. Can I insight the crowd and see if anyone is like sus vibes?
I would say yes.
And they see Vic.
Can I see Vic? You're not there, so your opinion in this instance doesn't amount to nothing.
I will gamble the technology roll. It was so close. Nothing.
Show me sus.
So you see, as the crowd, as everybody is going about their business, you see a man, his face partially obscured by a hood. You see his black hair. And then as he turns his head slightly whilst moving through the crowd to look around, you don't recognize, but Cal catches somebody he hasn't seen in a little bit of time. Hasn't seen since the command center was almost destroyed. Cal sees Vic, the former Blue Ranger.
I'm going to very calmly put Sarah down.
That guy is sus.
And then I am going to rocket forward.
That guy must be sus. Right behind.
Come
As
here!
this is happening, as Q and Pete head to the Astor megaship,
I'm dead.
Pete teleports onto the bridge to find it in not ruins, but every screen is shattered. Every console is broken. You see Kyle unmorphed and unconscious, trying to protect the door, as in to stop somebody from coming through, by the looks of it. And in the distance, you're still hearing explosions, quieter, but something is still rampaging through the ship. Q, who's flown back, lands in the hangar, climbs out of the ship in time to see Psycho Green in all of his monstrous form. What appears to be fire just radiating off of his skin.
Oh yeah, I have finished that one.
Amongst the green, you see a white, almost like the white light of fire on his face. But it twists and turns into a smile that can only be described as predatory. Like something sees you and wants to eat you.
Daddy.
Compose yourself, please.
Back on Sirius, as Cal throws himself forward, rocketing towards Vic, you only get a second to notice something flash, literally flash of light, green light, as he uses one of the cards he's already got. You see a man, if it can be called a man, because its face is made up of hard lines, black, like almost like onyx, like stone, with each intersecting point just green that just shines through, and a sword flash out in a very threatening pose, stopping an inch away from your helmet.
Thus
Vic
confirmed.
stands behind Ecliptor.
Flash? This...
Yeah.
He throws the sword down, I hit him with one of the arm, like we're just sword to arm combat.
Vic stands behind Ecliptor. And in that instant, as he does, you hear Vic say something. And for a moment, you could perhaps be confused, perhaps be, is this really what he uttered? Because the only word that leaves his mouth is Dad.
Terrible news, everyone!
What?
So wait, just to be clear, Vic pulled one of the prison cards, and out of the prison cards was Ecliptor, or he summoned Ecliptor?
Pulled out one of the prison cards, and out of the prison card was Ecliptor.
Okay, so, terrible news, everyone! They got a jackpot in the first card!
You got any legendary?
Yep.
About as close to that as they could get!
Well, we're having fun up here too. Pete's favorite evil twin brothers here.
Ah, farts.
Shit.
I assume at this point Ecliptor puts me through a wall. Like...
As the swords clash, as your own arms like hit him, he just pushes away with force, and you do go flying through market stalls, knocking aside that poor individual from Miranoi who was just there to shop, despite Pete thinking he was the bad guy, or Michael thinking he was the bad guy. Knocks him to the sides, and you go flying through glass into a shop window.
Like, I skip off the ground like a stone in a pond. Like, ouch! God, no!
I really
Straight
don't
through a plate
appreciate
window.
you throwing my friend like that.
Your friend doesn't appreciate getting thrown!
He looks at you without recognition, then turns to Vic, ignoring you completely, and just you hear him say, "So it was successful. The prison escape."
Dating the bleeding obvious.
They don't know. Alright.
And then across the city, you hear explosions as the psychos grow.
You don't have enough rangers for this!
Are you kidding me?
As I prepare myself to fight someone I have no business fighting.
Exactly. Deep breath, ready to scream right in the Ecliptor's face from far away. But you know.
And that. Oh, go on.
I was going to say on the ship, Peter will run up to Kyle, like make sure he's okay, and because I have new things, I want to use new things. I'll use my my new power heal, and spend a personal power because I can do that now.
I just slapped him.
I will heal him. I will heal him some. And then Q ship location where?
Just outside the landing bay, launch bay,
Hangar
Zord
bay.
bay,
Hangar bay,
Zord
yeah.
bay.
the in-out place for the big things.
Can I teleport within the ship?
I'll say yes because you're not in combat, so you can teleport to the hangar bay.
Combat.
Yeah.
Like, me and Baby Dragon up here, like ready to kick ass.
And that, as I was saying before, I got so rudely interrupted by Michael.
What he does.
He does do that. But that is with the Psycho Green Ranger in monstrous form rampaging through the ship, with Ecliptor facing off against Cal and Sarah, and Vic hiding behind his father, with the additional Psycho Rangers in monstrous form and towering above the city. That's where we're going to end the episode.
This is fine. Everything's
fine.
fine.
Everything's awesome. It can't possibly go badly from here. You know, last time you fought Psycho Green as a group, it went really well.
This is definitely the kind of situation where, like, I would be much more comfortable if we were jumping Ecliptor. 2-on-2 is not my preferred ratio.
I'm with you on that one, to be fair. Yeah. But yeah. As we always, at the end of the episode, favourite moment for yourself, favourite moment for another player, and we're going to go with Michael, who plays Peter, first, because he thinks he's got this.
We got this. We got me and Q are fine. But we'll do it right. We got Baby Dragon. We got his golden goodness. We good. For me, finally getting to spend personal power.
Let's go!
So much of it, and I still have like 4 personal power left that until I need to heal someone, I can do nothing with. So, for somebody else, either Cal just picking up Sarah on his back and flying off, or the clash between Cal and Ecliptor as he goes pebble skipping down the road.
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Or for Panic, who plays Cal.
This son of a bitch stole my 2 moments.
I mean,
my favorite moment that I got to be a part of was fixing the scoreboard against the Machine Empire. And my favorite scene for somebody else, definitely getting to skip ship combat because of narrative. It's like, I know how this is going to go. You're going to auto-crit 3 times with electromagnetic rockets, so we can just skip all that.
I mean, it felt like, we could spend the next 10 minutes just going, and what are you going to do? We're going to autocrit. And what am I going to do? Probably miss, let's be honest, okay?
And you see why Pete was hugging his Zord.
Wait, hold on. I now have a new favorite moment. For the Astor megaship, finding out that its toughness is 28. me opening the shop, I was like, oh no, they're attacking the Astor megaship.
Open the sheet.
Oh, they're never going to hit that.
Okie.
They can take all the upshifts they want. They're not hitting that.
Especially if I'm rolling the dice. I can admit it. I'm cursed. For Michael, who plays Sarah.
For someone else, yes, the Cal just cartooning across the courtyard.
Because I mean, look, maybe I could clash with a Cliptor for a second. 3 seconds, get out of here.
And for me, just fainting into Cal's arms. Take me away.
Swoon.
Last but not least, then, for Jay, who plays Q.
That I was part of, megaforming and expecting that we were going to have trouble with the Psycho Mummy ship, and then kind of one-shotting it into, oh, right, our megaform's better now. That was nice.
We're almost good at this.
Yes. We look semi-proficient.
Imagine being goated is definitely us.
For someone else, it's a tricky one because we spend so much time together. Yeah, probably Pete teleporting to the ship and getting Kyle. Me flying to the ship and getting the Green Psycho Ranger. It was kind of in reverse, but genuinely, Q probably would have slapped Kyle away.
Wake up!
Wake up!
So-
You've got a job to do.
Just for the record, I flipped a coin to see who would find Psycho Green.
Oh,
Yeah. And unfortunately, it wasn't Pete.
Even Matt's RNG bullies Momo.
Yeah, it wasn't Pete. Yeah. But Carl goes butt kicked, and the ship is, being destroyed from the inside. I guess you don't need to hit a toughness 28 if you just take it down from the inside.
Holy shit.
That's true of every vehicle.
Yeah. Just start breaking it to pieces from the inside out.
Grenade inside the car.
To be
Yeah.
fair, Matt's RNG is being mean to me because Matt is being nice to me at the moment.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice, and I'm not picking on Michael. I'm trying to, I'll roll the dice and see what happens, and the dice just don't like it.
It's too
we have to
powerful.
maintain balance in the universe.
Yeah, yeah. The universe is saying no. Pick on Michael. But yeah, I'm sure those individuals who have escaped the prison, everything's fine. Doc Honda's out, Dane's out.
They'll be reformed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not going to be fun.
No, I mean, look, they're not out yet. Hopefully,
Fair point.
I think that Vic could get the prison card open because Vic was legitimately brilliant. I don't think the other Psycho Rangers can do it. I hope the other Psycho Rangers can't do it.
Cliptor can though, but we've
Yeah, but a Clipdoor's here.
Cliptor's
so-
here exactly.
There's an order of operations, and there's
Yeah.
there's an
We
if
just gotta,
there's
we
an
just gotta
if
pump
but
a bunch of
statement.
juice into a Cliptor, and then we'll be fine.
Yeah.
And those are the only individuals to worry about in the cards. Everything else is fine.
The Cosmos, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've probably
Yeah,
got a
'cause-
guy that's stealing
And then Ivan
notes.
Ooze, who
Leave it.
canonically can't be beaten in a fight, right? Like that's just the thing. He can't be beat up or something stupid. Like
They literally throw an asteroid at him. Yeah, he tanked Lord Zed.
he can only
tanked
he can
Rita.
only be imprisoned. Like they can only trick him into imprisonment. That you can't do physical damage to him or something
I mean,
stupid.
they should have
The
just put
Ivan
the
Ooze
prison
movie.
card through a chipper.
It'll be fine. Everything's
this-
fine. Everything's awesome.
This from the player of the character who told us not to destroy the cards.
Yeah, there's a difference between Q and there's a difference between J.
But we'll see how everything unfolds next week as the Rangers fight the Psychos.
Gonna be a rough one.
We
May
split
the power protect you.
You split the party big time. Yeah.
You say we did that. You did this to us.
No, you went, oh, look, let's go.
We have to. Power Rangers. You think we're gonna sit around and wait while the city is being
Wait
destroyed?
to find out what's happening before we run headlong in? Don't be
Absolutely
ridiculous.
not. That's no. People are dying. Like
I can't let him go alone.
That would be irresponsible.
Last time we let Cal go anywhere on his own, he got stabbed by himself.
Yeah,
It didn't happen. I forgot about that.
That's not true. The last time I went somewhere by myself, I became the king of a race planet.
Oh yeah. Okay, the first time we let Cal go anywhere by himself.
Still,
Stabbed
weird
himself.
let me-
things happen
and let me
with
point
Cal
out-
by
Went
himself.
for a
Let
joy.
me point out, the second time I went somewhere by myself, I had an epic duel to the defeat with a Decepticon.
Could you imagine what could potentially happen if you had left Cal on his own?
Basically, Cal should be left unsupervised because we left him unsupervised and he built a new base inside a volcano.
It's only an extreme.
I bet-
Whatever it is, it's a
I
good
bet
extreme or a
5
bad
for
extreme,
5.
but it's an extreme. Yeah. You'd have come back
With
and
a
Cal would be
collaboration.
king of the psychos.
I don't know how this happened, but I lead them now.
He is the purple Psycho Ranger. That's just
So basically, what we're saying is we should leave Cal in a room with Rita.
See what happens.
You come back
Yeah.
5 minutes later, Rita has forsaken evil and she is now the Mystic Mother.
Just like, no, just no, I will
Yep.
stop whatever I'm doing. I just want to be alone.
She's a good guy now, yeah. She's just like, I just need isolation.
Yeah.
Don't let that
put me back
don't let
in the
that guy
dumpster.
near me ever again.
But we will see how the Psycho Ranger versus Ranger fight unveils next week. Same Ranger time, same Ranger place. And who's going to say it this time? Not
I already said it. May the power
Oh.
protect you.
okay. Bye.
Uh,
Bye.